No, it's fine. Don't worry about that. Hi! Hi, chat. Did I go live? I did go live. Hi, chat. I didn't tweet. Motherfucker.
Did you go live,
Why
or are
don't
you
you
just
just call
talking
me?
to yourself?
I didn't go live. 1 second. Let me find the
You did go
thingy.
live.
You did. You did.
You
You
have
did.
the icon that you're streaming.
I didn't tweet.
Well, that
Oh.
doesn't that.
That's
Does
not.
mean that you're
doesn't.
live?
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you're not live.
I know my brain's a potato. Okay.
Oh, so we got 3 cooked potatoes in here at the moment.
No, I'm doing great. I'm just consistently a potato.
That's me on a daily basis.
I'm currently drawing a duck as a werewolf, and it's everything.
I love that.
I still can't believe I'm
I'm
as a
sorry.
werewolf. It's so cute.
Also, I should explain
Don't.
why all of our names start with an
yes.
S right now in my Discord. It's because I made a comment about everyone's name starting with S, even though it's 2 of my players.
Sassy
so
is my favorite.
We're all S now. So if
Sassy.
you're watching a VOD or video from like 5 months from now. That's why. Okay. Welcome. Hello. Today is a little bit of deep before we go. Today is the final day of my subathon. I'm gonna put a thing in. I'm gonna pin it. You can exclamation point goals. However, if for whatever reason you have a bunch of money sitting in your pocket after this subathon and you want to go support a great streamer, the lovely Shannon is live. And she's doing
I've already done it. You should do it too.
You might have a prime sub. We've achieved my goals. We're just in stretch goals now. But Shannon has got some incredible. Shannon's got some incredible goals here. Like, I don't know what some of these words are, but there's a lot there's some words in here that I don't understand. Oh, I like number 42. We should give you that. So
Well, now you have to say what it is.
Drink water, because she doesn't drink water. She drinks like everything else.
Everything else.
Everything else.
Hey! There's nothing wrong with not drinking water. It's fine.
Exactly.
Well,
I know.
no, but
Do you want me to? I'll call a doctor and see what they think. Why can't I?
can I just say something? I was looking at like the page that we're on in Roll20, and you have the to-do list, and you have below you M point items. I read that as mittens.
Where do you see? What are you looking at right now?
Our main
On the
screen.
on the main screen
To-do.
to-do
there-
list.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that is. Is that
And you put it there.
magic items?
What is
the magic items? From
magic
the shop.
items?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Mittens.
Yeah,
Mittens.
from the guy wanted us to get something from the store, and we can
Mitten.
grab whatever we want.
Mittens.
I remember now.
Mhm.
But yeah, mittens. Let's get some mittens from the store.
Just cheeky
grab
little
Sorry for the
mittens.
interruption. I got very distracted.
No, you're good. Cheeky little mittens.
No, he needs mittens. Croft.
Alrighty. Right. So last we left off.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, D&D.
Someone woke up from quite the slumber. You guys were preparing for what's to come. And Zara, you were woken up by some sort of creature in your room who burst out the window. You chased after, had a little scrap with it, got a little nibbled. You guys did a little biting play. And
So whatever you're into.
We sit there as Shannon, you have just regained control over your whatever is happening right now. You look up. You see Zara in front of you, She's got a blood splatter across her face. Her arm is bleeding. You're sat in the snow. The white, intermittently interrupted by specks of red. You taste something iron in your mouth. Warm. And in your chest you feel hunger, rage, desire, but not of any pleasurable desire, a need for a need to tear and destroy. Apologies, I'm not an English major, Shannon.
No, that was fine. Go for it. I prefer that vocabulary anyway. Continue. Sorry.
You look up at Zara, who her hair is disheveled. She's not wearing her armor. She's simply in whatever she was wearing when she went to bed. What do you do?
Obviously she is she like aware of what's happened, or does she just see the results of what's happened?
All I've just told you is all you notice right now. If you want to kind of look down, but you're just coming to consciousness right now.
She just kind of looks down at her body, and she notices like the blood. She's looking.
Well, when you look down at your body, it's not your body.
Oh.
You see an alternative form. Would you like to describe what you see?
Okay, no.
Oh God!
No, I was like, okay,
I know you make a lot of money doing furry porn, but like, you know.
Shut up. No, it's fine.
This is not what I was expecting at 10 in the morning.
I've
been awake maybe like a half hour at this point.
I haven't slept. I slept for 3 hours, so this is gonna be interesting. Cook D&D. Okay, anyway. I mean, I guess what was her like mixture of light and brown, light and dark furs. It's kind of like stained at this point. I'm assuming does she like have features? Like, is she hybrid at the moment?
No.
Basically. No, she's just complete, just full.
Mm-hmm. I know why you're thinking that, but no, you're full. You are full pupper right now.
Oh, can I pet that dog? Okay. She's just kind of sat there, just like looking down, and she lifts her hands up and just looks at paws up and looks at Zara, and the claws go into her head because she's doing that like where you're grabbing her head because you're stressed. Well, she realizes that she actually has claws as well, so she's just like, oh shit. And she doesn't say anything, just looks over.
As Lofetta Wolf. Wolfetta. There we go. As Wolfetta.
Sorry. Okay.
Zara holds up her 2 daggers straighter at the wolf again. It's like, don't do it.
When she took, can.
What's the question?
Sorry, my brain is very broken right now. She attempts to speak. Is she able to actually speak, or does it just come out wolfy?
Give me a wisdom save. It's probably gonna be the best. Right now, you are still fighting for control.
Okay. Just realized I haven't got it open. Sorry, 1 second.
It would help if you have Roll20 open, yeah.
I've got Roll20. I just didn't have the thing open. My computer is struggling right now. Let me just. Sorry, guys.
Disappointment.
D&D group, I appreciate you. Okay, what was it? What was it you wanted me to roll for?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay.
You get a word.
A single word.
A single word.
Is it the first word, or is it just like one of the words? Like, can I pick the word?
I'll let you pick the word.
Okay. She just kind of like gruffly says, hurt. And tilts her head.
Was that head or was that hurt?
Hurts.
Hurt.
Does she sound like Lovetta?
Give me an insight check. Because it's very growly. It's very raspy. It's a lower tone. But if you give me a good insight check, we can see maybe you're able to discern there's a familiarity to it. It's hard. It's a single word, but
Yeah. She notices the familiarity and it feels weird. And it kind of shows like in her eyes she looks confused, but knowing Zara, she pushes through it and she keeps holding up her knives like, where is she?
I need another wisdom save from you, Shannon. See if you can maintain control. What do? You still have control.
Still have control, okay. Me, she just says me. Lovetta just says me.
Mm-hmm.
And she tries to like shift forward. She's like sat down, but she's trying to shift forward, but she's realizing that her like leg / paws / you know, she doesn't have the like dexterity that she usually would. She tries to do you know, like the kind of like butt shuffle that foxes do, or like dogs do when they're trying to like clean their butts. So she just attempts to do this like butt shuffle towards Zara.
Does Zara link the eyes and the familiarity and the word me to her being Lovetta? Does Zara make the connection of the eyes that she noticed, like, recognize, and
before
the me?
You're even able to make the connection, you hear the clanging of metal coming up behind you. Two sets of guard, or two individuals, two guards. One kind of front half is covered in snow after having been tripped.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And another runs up, weapons drawn. Stay back! We'll take her to containment.
No!
What?
I said no.
but she's a danger to you.
Are you fucking deaf? I said no!
Give me an intimidation check. Lowers his weapon a little bit. Ma'am, I must insist for your safety and for the town's safety.
I'm not finished.
He tilts his head. His ears kind of push back a little bit.
That is, while they're doing this, she's looking up and she's currently noticed her ears, and she's like tilting her head like back and forth so her ears flop, like German shepherds when they have oversized ears. So she's like just like looking at her ears and doing the flop, completely ignoring the fact that there's blood everywhere.
Zara turns back to... That's exactly how I imagined. She's like, Zara turns back to Wolfetta. And says again, where is she? But in the meantime is like studying the creature, what she noticed, trying to make sense of it all.
She looks like towards the guards. And just attempts to speak, but she just kind of like just coughs. Not really cough, like I don't know if a wolf can cough, but like I don't know.
It's more of like a... I don't know if that came through with...
Yes, it did.
Okay. Yeah, she basically does that.
Does Zara make the connection? Or not?
It's up to you. It's hard. It's dark. You don't have dark vision. It's quite strange what's going on right now. But I'll leave it up to you.
She attempts to butt shuffle towards the guards.
I'm gonna roll for it. It's a save, but same thing, right?
Hmm.
Isn't it? Or is it normal intelligence check? No,
You don't have proficiency in intelligence saves, do you?
I think so.
I doubt it. You're a rogue. Rogues would be what, Dex and...
A rogue is Dex and Int.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I need to
it's
roll
fine.
a normal intelligence just for a normal intelligence check?
What's your intelligence?
1.
Yeah. Your roll's a 9.
Okay. Zara notices shuffling and tries to push her back, like have Wolfetta like push back onto her back, if that makes sense.
You're doing what,
Push.
sorry?
So
You're pushing-
Lovetta said she was butt scooting,
Yeah.
which means that she's
Mhm.
sitting up. So with her arm out, she wants to like push her back down, like
You wanna,
onto
like-
her back.
This big ass
Oh.
wolf. Okay,
You
yeah.
want to
Yup,
pin her down?
yup.
Okay. All right. Do you contest this, Shannon?
Okay, so Lavette, like she's aware she's a wolf, but she's also like she still feels like exactly the same about Zara. So she's just gonna be like, okay, well, this is like in front of people. She's just gonna like take it. She's not gonna resist. She's not gonna resist it. She's just gonna vibe. Like,
Oh, hey, I didn't know you were into wolf.
it's been a long day. It's been a long
back
day.
into the snow. Kind of like a cushion below you as it crunches. The guard tilts his head. Ma'am, I must insist. We have a location that can protect them until we're able to do the lunar sacrament. There's a
Something's
full moon.
weird.
What?
Are you still wearing Lavetta's cloak or no?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. She kind of like, she leans forward and then like forgets the paws are a thing. So she like flops onto her belly and just like her muzzle is like right next to the cloak. So she just kind of like tugs it. She's like, meh. So she's just like, hum.
Don't touch it! Where is she? What did
The
you do?
guards are
It
kinda like-
spoke!
Guards
It
like
spoke!
looking at each other.
It said something! It
Yes,
can tell me where she is!
They can speak, yes. Occasionally. Depending on how far
I need to know where she
along the
is!
range. Well, we could get our trackers on it at...
No. I'm
This
not
kitchen-
leaving this thing until I know where she is.
Well, come with us to containment, then. At least the people will be safe.
She holds her dagger to Wolfetta again. Where is she?
She attempts to lick the dagger.
Easy enough. You can lick the dagger.
Mm-hmm. She
It's
attempts
like
to
your own
lick
blood.
the dagger. Mm-hmm. Wait, I just realized. I mean, I've already done it, so I'll have to accept the consequences. Is the dagger like silver? I just realized.
Is it? I don't think their daggers are silvered, are they? Is it just your short sword?
I could have sworn we got like both
It
done.
might be only the short sword. I have 2 silver short swords and 1 dagger. But she's holding one in one hand, in each hand.
We're only D2. Just do / roll D2 and see. 1 will be yes, 2 will be no.
/ roll D2?
Yeah. Or 1d2. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so no, it is not the silvered one.
If you want to help, then at least start sending your trackers to my room and find out where she is. The clothes are torn there.
I'm gonna roll something.
Now!
She tugs even harder at the cloak and just says me.
Ma'am, I unfortunately think we already found her.
What? What? Where?
You said the clothes are torn.
And?
Well, I presume this is one of your friends that came with you, correct? From where you guys
Yes.
came from before. Yes. Well, the beast that stands before you doesn't seem to have the darkness around them, the shadows, like many of the other beasts do who have been here for some time. That would reason that this beast is either your friend.
Venom? Venom?
Alright, we cut over to Pezzy, who in your sleep, you wake up, and you kind of look around, and at first it seems just completely alien to you what is happening. The floor is like a circle like the whole room circles around, almost like gravity moves around. There's fire, there's creatures you've never seen before. You hear demonic laughter, almost. Something horribly cryptic. But then you start to realize gives you almost the vibe of like a tavern. You don't recognize anyone here except one face. A demonic horse.
How much did I drink?
The horse's face turns to you saying that. Oh shit! Give me a moment. Wasn't expecting you to show up here. And you see as he like, kind of like double taps his hoofs a bit, and the entire area around you changes, and you're kind of in this sort of. It's hard to say now, but you smell sulfur. You feel basalt on the ground below you. You appear to be in some sort of cave, just you and the horse. Ah, sorry. You know, just had to pull all-nighter. Alright.
Can we go back? Can we go back to our place? Because our place is built a lot better than it does here right now.
Unfortunately, I think your mind might start going away if we stay there a little bit too long. Sorry, dear. Alright, look. You clearly don't know much about your history.
Not really, no. Grandparents never said much about it. Why?
I take that was your maternal grandparents.
What do you mean by that?
Your mother's parents.
Oh yeah. I know what maternal means. I'm not that. I'm a little stupid, but not that stupid.
What do you know? What do you know about who you are?
Like you said, not much. I know growing up I wasn't allowed to use magic per se, arcane stuff per se.
If a
And I
horse
went
could
against
cock
it.
an eyebrow, a house cocks an eyebrow.
What? Didn't like me using the arcane. Didn't stop me from playing with it though. Why this? Do you know something?
Actually, check my notes 1 second. I might have swapped paternal and maternal, I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I guess it really doesn't matter. No, that's fine. That's right. That's I had to double check that. Sorry, I had it like my brain needed to like.
You had
check.
a brain fart, basically.
Uh-huh. Look,
What is it? She's looking at the horse almost seriously, like to go just say it. Like,
I don't think you're ready.
I think I'm more than ready. You not telling me it's probably gonna make me think about it even more.
I've got to
I'm gonna
ask.
be annoying.
Do you remember any sort of demonic entities in your childhood?
Do I remember any time against these in my child? I can't remember.
Wisdom roll.
Wisdom roll? Oh, God.
Specifically wisdom.
Oh god, okay.
A flashback of a town burning comes to you. Something horrifying rushing at you. A nightmare that you've had plenty times before.
Maybe a little.
Well, I suppose the question is what side of the family you want to know more about? And he just
What
lets out
do you
this,
mean?
like, horrible burp, and it just smells like alcohol.
I am never giving you alcohol again.
Ah,
What do you mean, what side of the family?
what side of the family?
Like, I thought I don't know.
Most people have two parents who make
Okay.
them.
Yeah,
Now,
okay,
I know
get...
there can be, like, multiple parents. That's very common. But my point is, like, specifically who's making you. Which side of that family?
Which side would seem more interesting to you to tell me?
That's funny.
Why'd you say that's funny?
No, this is funny.
Then why don't you tell me about both of them?
Huh?
About both sides of the family.
I don't know much of it. I just know a little bit.
Then tell me the little bit that you just... Then tell me the little bit that you know.
How much of your family do you know?
Mostly my grandparents. That's about it.
Uh-huh.
Were you going... What?
Yeah, that's fair.
She's almost glaring at the horse right now.
Well, at least you're safe here. Sort of. Kind of. Well, kind of. Maybe.
Huh?
Hmm.
Stop talking in riddles and tell me.
Huh?
You thought you were going...
You see, like, lifts up a paw and starts, like, messing with something in his teeth. He's, like, got something in his tooth. He's like, ugh. Well, unfortunately, you kind of got yourself something more important than all of that family
She
nonsense.
cracks her knuckles.
Okay.
Tell me.
You can't technically hurt me here.
Stop going around in fucking circles and tell me.
My point is, wow, you got a lot going on. So much going on. So much going on. One side of the family, yeah, I mean, clearly. Then the other side of the family is a little bit more long-term, a little bit more concerning. And now you've got yourself tied into all that shit that Irvine was doing. But, yeah, you really ought to figure that shit out, by the way. And you see, like, as he's saying that, the fire that's like in his hooves and his eyes sort of dim a little bit. And he like closes them, takes a breather. Right. Well, your father, that's an easy one. And I can tell you who that is. His name is... And right when that happens, we're going to go to Falky.
Son of a bitch!
Falky, in your dream, there are sausages and steaks and just the most glorious feast you could all find all around you. And it's all bone in, your favorite.
Good. Bone marrow adds extra flavoring.
Do you partake in this feast before you?
Yes. No hesitation.
No hesitation. You start eating more and more, and then you see the largest cake you've ever seen before. This big, purple, beautiful cake. It's like little fires on top for some reason.
Now take a second, squint. I don't know what that is. And just keep eating on the meat.
Okay.
Looks suspicious.
I swear to God.
You get the scent of something sugary. You've met some people who will put like brown sugar on their meats before. And it reminds you of that, but it's weird. It's weird looking. It's kind of like that snow stuff that you've been seeing.
Alright, I'm going to avoid it. Because I don't like that snow stuff that I've been seeing.
Okay.
It's not the booger sugar I was expecting.
Keep eating and eating. And you finish the table that you're at. But there's another table. This one's got cheeses and breads. And there's like meat inside some of the bread. And they're like little hot dogs, but then there's like bread around the hot dog.
This is really fancy.
It's very fancy. You've never seen anything like it.
I'll move on to the other one.
All right. So you pick up one of the little...
I'll partake the breads.
Partake the breads. Do you pick up any other ones with the little sausages in them?
Of course.
You pick that up and you bite into it. And right when you do, you feel something weird on your teeth. And you kind of open your eyes. You kind of like blink and then open your eyes a little bit. And you're back in the room that you were in before. And you have now got Althea's tail in your mouth.
Fucking knew it. I fucking knew you.
Althea, right as the horse is saying, your father, his name is... You feel this searing pain in your tail. As you spin around and look, Groff is there, kind of in a half daze, gnawing on your tail.
Hopefully it goes to swing.
Okay, give me an attack roll. We really gotta stop putting the barbarians in the same room together.
You really do. Wait. What should I speak?
Just do a strength roll.
Strength roll.
Yeah, because it'll be
Fuck's
You miss. It's dark.
Groff,
you
get off
keep
my fucking
partaking?
tail!
What? No, this is my food. They got the little meats in the bread.
Oh no, it's my tail!
Bites down hard.
She
Give strength
screams at the top of her lungs.
At that point, I'll let go and I'll be like, what? What the fuck's going on?
It's fine. She hugs her tail close to her.
What? Are we under attack? Where are they?
You're an asshole, Groff. You're an asshole. Oh, my
What
tail.
do I do?
You bit my fucking tail!
What are you talking about?
So
Groff,
these
you
teeth
don't know what she's
marks aren't
talking about.
yours?
All you remember is
She's
the little bread meats.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I eat your tail?
I feel like I'm gonna lose more brain cells talking to you.
You had some?
You definitely don't have any.
I'm sorry, I'm Groff, not a mirror.
Huh?
Wow, that was rude.
Oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Might have been a little. That might have been a little too witty.
Player just go. I'm sorry.
All right, let's roll that one back. That was too witty for Groff.
I feel like you need to roll for damage after that one.
I think the burn hurt. You want to roll that one back? Wow.
Funny enough, he has decent intelligence. That might have been just a little too witty.
I mean, he is half asleep.
As you two are kind of waking up and dealing with this, we go back over to Zara and Lavetta.
Lavetta? Nora just looks at the wolf, not fully believing it yet, but her dagger and short sword like got lowered a little bit.
She does nothing. She just she kind of looks a bit calmer now, but she's now like focused on the actual bite mark that's on Zara's arm.
Zara drops both her weapons and immediately tries to find the spot where she stabbed Lavetta. And like apply pressure to it. Like, oh my god, what?
I'm assuming Lavetta doesn't really feel that she's been stabbed.
Nope.
Like, I'm not too sure how. Yeah, exactly. She's just. She's
Are you in
just.
pain? Are you hurting? Is it bleeding still? So fucking. What happened? What?
She tilts her head confused and just kind of. She goes to like reach out, but she also remembered that she just like clawed at her own head, and she was like, "Oh shit, I have claws. I can't retract them yet." So she just kind of like, you know that like puppy motion that they do where they put their paws together against their chest when they're begging. She kind of does that. So she's like keeping her paws away from her, and she's just stays sat there. She's like, "No, I will not harm you." But you know, her paws are like just way too big for her. So it's just this clumsy scenario. She just kind of attempts to butt shuffle backwards, but it just doesn't work.
Zara feels like she's trying to get away, so she lets go, but she tries to look in her eyes like, "Are you okay? Are you hurting? I'm so sorry."
She attempts to lick her wound, like Zara's wound. But then she also realized that she's licking a wound, so she like has this realization, and then she pulls back. She's like, "No, I'm a fucking human. Like, I shouldn't be licking wounds."
I'm fine. Are you hurt?
She shakes her head.
Zara's eyes shift to the wound for a second, but it doesn't do anything.
So is she, by the way, Al, is she gonna like retain control now? Or is it like a constant fighting it?
You don't know.
Okay, cool. So it's like whatever, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Did you get bitten? Since when do you do this?
She looks over to the guards.
The guards
Zara
kind
turns to...
looks at the
Okay.
guards, or looks at you, Zara.
I got this. You can go.
Ma'am, I kind of have to insist.
He reaches for her short swords again.
Ma'am, please, we do not have to do
I've
this.
got it.
She could lose control at any point.
I've
She needs
got
to undergo
this.
this lunar sacrament as soon as possible. It's a full
What-
moon in 2 nights.
What is that?
She butt shuffles towards the guards and attempts to nuzzle.
The guard kind of stepped back a little bit confused.
What is this sacrament thing?
The lunar sacrament is how all of us have become free. We undergo it in full moon, and the curse is calmed. It is what the druids have taught us.
But you don't turn back.
What? She wouldn't turn
You're
back either.
wolf-like,
She's
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
she's gonna be like that forever now.
Or looks at
We can-
Loretta.
We can comb the curse, and it's a miracle that she has control right now. Perhaps the Wild One is watching over, or the Moon Maiden, but
I don't remember her getting bitten.
it's perhaps... I mean, how long have you known her?
How long has it been?
Let me find out. I'll tell you exactly. I gotta go to Bunk, and then it would be in... I want to say we started it at the end of... God damn it. Advanced tools, calendars, these calendar... Oh, you know what? It's actually going to be in my secrets. Who's raiding me? Elite, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're doing well today, lovely. Where are my... Where the fuck are this... secrets on here? Oh, here we go. Timeline secrets. There we go. You guys started... Oh, maybe it's not this one. Which one is it? What? What? Calendar secrets, that's it. Birthdays. Owlbear's Roost started 25 Prota. Which means that... So that's the end of the first month. And you guys are...
Near the end of the second month? Is that the third?
Yeah, you're in the second month right now. So it's been...
It's like about a month.
About a month, yeah.
About a month.
But perhaps the curse took too long. I don't know.
Has that happened before?
We don't know if that's the thing. Many of us do not remember before.
I'm not letting you touch her on a we don't know.
Well, containment is safe for those who haven't undergone lunar sacrament.
I'm not letting you touch her on a we don't know.
What'd you say, Shannon?
Lovetta's she's gonna attempt to speak. So she's just gonna say Druid.
Your friend just said Druid, is that correct?
She is a druid.
Yes, then perhaps the Wild One's energies protected her for so long. But once the curse happens...
I am not letting you touch her on a we don't know and a perhaps.
We could go speak with Isaro, but it is in the middle of night. I do not want to wait.
Then we'll go speak to them.
Ma'am, I don't know if that's a good idea.
I don't give a flying fuck what you think. I told you, you're not touching her on a perhaps. And if you want to have some semblance of control here, then we are going to speak to them.
Right, okay. Why don't we go head to the World Tree? It's where Isaro likes to spend his evenings. Maybe if we're lucky he is not in his meditations as of yet.
You walk, Lavenda?
She attempts to stand. Did we decide if she would like she's a werewolf, therefore it's 2 feet, right? Is it 2 feet or 4?
It's 2 feet.
Or is
She's a
it
werewolf.
subjective?
Technically werewolves can switch into more hybrid form, but you're currently in what you are
Okay,
right
full
now.
wolf. Okay, cool. So
But no,
she
you're
just-
full
wait,
werewolf right now.
full werewolf. Okay.
Mhm.
So that's is that 2 or 4?
2.
2.
You're humanoid.
Okay. Yep. Okay, cool. Well, she just uses one of the guards as like leverage. So she just like reaches up with like her big ass paws and as carefully but still clumsily as possible. She doesn't realize how her strength, so she just like grabs onto his shoulder and just pulls herself up.
Yeah, easy enough. Right, this way, ladies, if you will, where'd my music go? Da fuck! Where music? Nope. Music back, please. Nope, not combat music. Why is it combat music now? What the fuck?
Language!
What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Okay. We will do this music. That's not this one. This one's the one that automatically started playing. This is the one I want. This might be too calm. No, this is too calm. I want this. My apologies, everyone. Not this one. This is not the one I wanted. Perhaps it's this. Sorry, chat. I'm really good at this streaming thing. I'm
Professional streamer.
professional. I still don't like this. I'm still not happy. This is too calm. This might work. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. You begin to make your way over to the world tree.
Zara walks with her, still holding her weapons, checking her surroundings as she always does, but also keeping a close look on the guards to make sure they don't do anything unexpected.
She follows along easily enough. However, she occasionally bumps into stuff because she keeps getting distracted by her tail.
Yeah, it's also a really weird balance right now in terms of everything is in different places and it feels strange. You continue to make your way. Lavetta, you start to notice that your nose, got there in the end. Well, I guess it would be schnoz, because that would be snout. Right?
Wow.
That's German. Is it similar in Dutch? What is snout in
Snite.
Dutch? Snite. Okay, so it's not the thing. Well, schnauz is German for snout. That's, you know how I have a schnauzer? They're literally just called snouters.
That's kind of cool.
You know, my little bearded boy. Anyways, so you start to notice that, like, you're taking in a lot more smells. You can almost visualize things. It's visualizes a very sort of visual-centric mentality, but you are very easily able to perceive things that you can't see. You can perceive the people sleeping in their houses. You can perceive the foods in their cabinets. It's kind of overwhelming. You obviously can't see into their homes, but you can smell them. And here, your ears seem to pick up as well. They're not super amazing. They're not like as good as your smell is, but you can still hear things a little bit further than you normally would. The best way to think about it is, if I heard a bunch of pans fall behind me, I wouldn't even need to look to know that it's likely a bunch of metal objects, right? I probably couldn't discern exactly what they are, but in this case, you are starting to be able to tell exactly what something is based on the smell, just as you would as a human. You can, smell baked goods, right? But you might not know exactly what it is, right? Whereas with you right now, you can. As a little education with Owl, dogs can actually perceive several billion different types of smells, just as we as humans can discern who someone is based on their face, and dogs are able to discern who someone is based on their smell. And that's kind of what you're experiencing right now. You don't know who these people are and where they are, what the food is, but it's strange because you're just overwhelmed with so much information right now.
Yeah, I imagine her like nose and like head would probably twitch quite a bit because she's like individually focusing on all of the different like stimuli, but she can't. Like, it's just very powerful. Groff is gonna smell awful.
Oh yeah, he's gonna smell horrid.
Yeah.
You go and slowly make your way to the world tree, and you had seen the world tree during the day, and it was gorgeous when you had. But at nighttime, it's a whole other beast. It's the pools of moonlight beneath them illuminate the trunk and the various branches, and it's almost ethereal with how beautiful it is in terms of, you know, there's this sort of like angelic almost sereneness to it. And you will see there's various druids who are kind of standing guard. Some are sitting down, maybe stringing their bow. Others are kind of just carving some wooden statues. And in the center, just at the base of the tree, you see Isaro in a crisscross applesauce style. His hands on his lap, his eyes closed, as he gently floats off the ground, peacefully. One of the druids sees the four of you approaching. Hello? Is something wrong? Why isn't she wearing clothing? And they point at Shannon. Hello? Anyone? Kind of looking at like the two guards who are staying quiet because Zara's kind of got this control right now. I don't know if Emelina accidentally muted.
No, I'm quickly thinking.
Okay.
She hasn't done this before.
Why isn't she in shackles? Restrained?
Because she won't be.
She sits back down on all fours and starts to butt shuffle towards the people they just met.
Okay.
This is her preferred method.
Very clearly, she's not. Okay. You see, he looks over to one of the other druids and says something. Do either of you speak Elvish?
I don't think.
Wait, actually, let me check.
I don't think you do, Shannon.
Don't think I do, no. No, I don't.
Saying something in a language that you recognize as Elvish. It's a very common language. And the kind of flowy nature of it is very discernible. Just as you'd be able to tell if someone was speaking French or Spanish, you can discern that this is Elvish. The other druid kind of nods and walks over to the floating Isaro, who is a little bit further away. You're, I would say, like 20 meters away from where he's at. You're kind of you're still at like the base of the pool of moonlight. It's a very large, almost like a lake. It's not that big, like a pond lake, right? Like a mixture in terms of size. But he runs over. The druid who was speaking to you looks at you again. It's gonna go get Isaro. He may be able to assist you. This is all interesting. Not too long after, Isaro walks over and he's buttoning up his robe a little bit and, you know, kind of getting himself a little bit presentable as he walks towards you. Just as someone like would adjust their jacket. Well, hello. Oh. Well, you weren't kidding. And you're sure she hasn't gone under the lunar sacrament? She looks at you, Zara.
I don't know what that is. Well, I just heard something about it, so...
Well, I told you what it was when you first came here, but I understand if you forgot. That's okay. It is the practice in which we calm the beast within
You
them.
said something like it. I'm not gonna... I have a
It's
lot on my
okay.
mind.
No, please do not worry, my dear. It's okay. You see as he kind of kneels down and reaches out for one of Lavetta's paws.
Zara
She does
tenses up.
nothing. She lets Lavetta lets them pick up the paws.
It's
She
very
flexes.
gentle as he picks it up. You see, he closes his eyes, and you almost smell lavender as he begins to whisper a few words. He opens his eyes, and the smell dissipates. She is your druid, is she not?
Yes.
I thought I recognized it. If I'm not mistaken, she was the one who had the reaction to the pools. Is that correct?
So can you repeat that?
Sorry, Rudy barked. Or he gave a little... I don't know. I don't even know what it was. She was the one who said she saw something in the moons? The pool of moonlight? Not this one, but the one I... Is that correct?
She got thrown in there, if that's what you're talking about.
Right.
She bows her head.
Well, she doesn't seem to have the shadow around her, which would imply that the lunar sacrament might be able to calm her, but I don't know if she needs it.
Is she gonna turn back?
I've never heard of anyone doing that, no?
You heard of anyone traveling with people for a month and then suddenly...
Why do you suspect that she can turn back? Is there any reason for that determination?
Because I've been with her for a month and it's never happened. And I've been the only one that got bitten.
You've been bitten?
Twice now. Irrelevant. It's
Oh.
about her.
He looks over to one of his druids. They nod and they walk away. Right. Why don't you bring her to the pool's edge here? A little bit further up. I'm gonna prepare some...
What are you gonna do
reagents.
to her?
I want to discern more what is happening to her. If we gently have her take in the moonlight under the world tree, perhaps we can discern more information. I mentioned prior that the moonlight is sort of like a focus for us. It can help amplify our energies if need be.
We're not restraining her.
No, I wouldn't need to. And if anything happens, I can handle it. I would ensure that she was not harmed. Though, if she does lose control again, I will have to restrain her, you understand?
I'll do it.
Okay. Right, if you need assistance,
Then I'll say it.
bring her to the pool's edge here. I'm gonna prepare some items. He steps away, and you see as he begins to kind of look on the ground and pick up various leaves and flowers, and Goes to a little basket, like a wicker basket, and picks something up, and gets some stuff out of it before putting the lid back on. Just a moment. He begins to spread the various things across the water. You see he says something, and as he pushes his hand out, and a gentle wave appears as it kind of spreads out the items just beneath the sort of big, huge trunk of the world tree. Dear, if you wouldn't mind entering the pool here, she says, looking at Lavada.
She looks at her and then looks at the pool and just gets up. She would smile, remembering the whole Groff situation, but at the same time, like, she's not going to. Plus she's a wolf, so I don't know. Anyway, yeah, she enters the water.
You slowly step into the water, and you instantly feel that energy again that you felt before. It doesn't sting, it doesn't hurt. You know when you have a really strong cup of espresso, and your whole body kind of jolts with that energy? You begin to feel that. Do you continue to push into the pool?
Heck yeah.
Keep pushing. Gets deeper. It's up to your waist. It's almost shimmering around her. Isaro begins to whisper a few words. And you see there's sort of runes carved into the trees around, and they start to glow. You continue to push forward.
Yeah, she continues. She's just waiting for them to tell her when to stop, to be honest, so she's just gonna keep going.
Dear. Just to about the center there. And as you push to there, you start having to gently swim. Just like treading water, basically, as you make your way just a little bit further forward. Now, dear, if you wouldn't mind, I need you to submerge yourself. Very briefly, you can come right up.
She doesn't move.
I need to be able to see your mind. Would you mind just pushing yourself underwater just a teeny tiny bit?
She lowers herself, but she doesn't look happy about it. She's just...
You lower yourself fully?
Yep. Not all the way. Like her eyes and ears are just like poking out.
Further deeper, please. I can't. I need your full body in there.
She goes to ground and some of the water goes in her mouth, so she just like splutters and just submerges herself fully for like a second. Literally, like just a second.
That second begins to feel like an eternity. You start to have that vision again. The moon's coming into an alignment in front of the sun. You close your eyes and you see a starscape before you. You close them again and you see that symbol once more. You feel calm. You feel at peace. There's something very homely about wherever the fuck you are right now. You bring your head above water. Lavera, you do not notice the change, but onlookers in the pool will notice the vibrant purple hair Lavetta, poking out of the water as she returns to the surface. Her pale skin, furless, as the extremely familiar face returns. Isro speaks up. Well, that... What?
The tenseness finally leaves Zara visibly.
What? What?
Told you it was different.
Lavetta, you're welcome to come out to the... What?
You know, I would, but like, I don't really have clothes right now.
Right, yes.
And she's just like covering like trying to just submerge herself under.
You see there's
Zara
a
takes the
branch.
clothes off.
Oh, okay.
If I go in, what? I remember something happened. Me, Amelina, remember something happening to Lavetta when she went inside in the water.
Yeah, but you were fine because you went in.
She'll just go straight in and with the cloak.
Do you wrap her up?
Mm-hmm.
Lavetta is very naked right now, but is quickly engulfed in a now wet cloak. Lavetta has that familiar wet dog smell still.
She's like walking kind of awkwardly because her butt hurts.
What did you say?
She's walking like kind of awkwardly because her butt hurts.
From all the butt scooting?
Because of all the butt scratch, yeah. So she's just like trying to like step over invisible rocks type of thing, you know?
Why don't you all come inside one of the huts and we get you some
dry clothes.
Dry clothing. Lavetta, you start to notice that you're very hungry. Like, if you've ever done a workout and immediately after your body starts like needing sustenance, that's what it feels like right now.
Does she like, is she able to discern any like plants or anything like surrounding?
Give me a nature check.
Like pathology.
Go ahead, give me a nature check if you want to just go for
non-leaf. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's some berries. There's a berry bush that you discern is safe to eat.
She just instantly like runs with the cloak, like just doing the awkward, like, I don't know if you're familiar with like the alien run in No Pixel, but like, you know, that little like prance thing it does. Yeah. That's basically what she's doing. Like, she just runs over to the plant and just starts like picking them and eating them.
Oh, perhaps we should get her some food as well, something more than wild berries. Okay, this was unexpected. Quite confusing. A little bit of time passes as you all make your way into the hut. It's almost like inside one of the tree trunks, there's a little kind of tent-like space that has been formed. It's very natural inside this area. A stump serves as table and chairs in the center. You recognize a familiar face. Jade is there, the druid who traveled with you Isra speaks up. I asked Jade here to perform a reading if you don't have any opposition to that.
Why?
Sometimes the stars in nature are one, and whilst I can sense the wild one's energy throughout her, I can also sense the Moon Maidens. The Moon Maiden is a resident of the stars in the celestial sky, and the cards can discern quite a lot to determine what's to come.
It's up to her.
He looks at you, Shannon. It's okay if you don't want to. I'm not getting the answers I need.
She shrugs.
Jade looks up at you all. Well, it is good to see you all once again. I have a different deck that I'm going to use today. The one I typically like to use is older. Out of date, but this one can discern specifically the stars, what they wish to say. I am going to now show off the gorgeous art that the lovely Jessa Unicorn has done.
Ooh.
For a unique tarot deck.
That's amazing.
For this D&D world, yep. So we're gonna use this. I haven't fully finished running the tarot page deck or the tarot wiki page. I'm gonna show it. Calm down. It'll be there. It'll be there.
Sorry. I thought you'd already. I'm so sorry. I thought you.
No. I haven't finished the tarot page itself for World Anvil. And this will have like what the cards mean and such. I'm still planning to use the other like standard tarot deck, but I might start moving away from it. I do have that beautiful animated one that I do want to use, but I kind of like the idea of using the one that's been created for this world, so I might and I might save the animated one for something else. So it's like kind of a retcon, but kind of not, of me putting in this new tarot deck, if you guys are cool with that. So you see her pull out a deck of purpley cards. Let me shuffle it, and I'm going to, hopefully this pushes it push down. Yeah, perfect. So that is the back of the card. I need you to roll
so pretty.
3d2.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you.
Because unfortunately I can't do reverse. So 1 is up, 2 is down. 1 is up, 2 is down. Reversed, rather. Not down, but... And then when Falky's back, I want to do something with Groff here in a second, but we're going to do these. Okay. Right. These are the 3 cards that we will... She spreads out before you. I'm going to do a typical spread of past, present, and future. Perhaps it will tell what has caused your current infliction. Flip the card. It is the crown. The crown is an interesting one. when it is in the upright position, it's about control and your own ability to manifest the goals that you wish to have. But the crown warns us against being a tyrant. It is also possible that the crown could signify a false sense of power. But in its current position, as it is, this is a good thing. It meant in the past that you had actually a lot of control over who you were and what your destiny was. But
He pulls the clicker on it like tighter.
that isn't the past, which to me is saying that you no longer have that control. Perhaps the second card will tell us what your present is like. The widow. I'm sorry. Are you lonely, my dear?
Starting to feel that way.
In its worst state, the widow is somber, introverted, but alone, not of their choice. It would be wise that you keep mind of this. For loneliness is only going to lead you to more sorrow. It will mean that in whatever is to come, having those who cares about you by your side, she glances at Zara, could make all the difference.
Isn't that just another way to put them in danger, though?
It's not what the cards are saying. To me, the card is saying that by being alone, everything you care about is in danger. Shall we see what the future holds for you?
Me as well.
Going. Interesting. So, this deck corresponds with the celestial zodiac. Each constellation that controls over someone at their birth. Not everyone believes in it, though. Typically, the coin is the sign of merchants, tradesmen. In its upright position, it's about negotiating for a better life. But that is not how it is presented to us today. For today, it is reversed. That is telling me that the choice will come forward where you can bargain for what you want. But the cards are telling you not to. They are telling you to take it as it comes. An opportunity may come where you may be able to have everything that you want, but you need to let fate control.
I
Fate has a
just
plan
want
for
to do
you.
more good than harm.
Then don't sacrifice something for another. You understand?
She doesn't look happy, but she can't argue with the fact it makes sense. So she's just kind of accepting it, thinking through everything.
Alright. Would you guys like to see the rest of the cards?
Yes, please.
They're very pretty.
They are so pretty. I love the coin. That one's got a little owl on it.
Obviously.
It's so
Yeah,
cute.
I left a lot of the sort of creative decision up to her. But obviously she put an owl on there.
Shame Zara hates fucking tarot readings because these are amazing.
This is the
Oh,
shield,
those are so
Oh,
cute.
the gate, the axes.
Let me ask you a question.
The
Oh my
raccoon.
god.
Oh my god!
He's just a little
Baby.
guy. The jester.
That's creepy, but it's cool.
It's fucking cool.
And the sailor.
This is amazing.
Yeah, she did an excellent job.
It's so cute.
So that is actually I'm gonna link her Ko-Fi. It'll be linked on World Anvil, but because I don't have the page up yet, what I'm going to do is, oh god, excuse me, is she in my she's not in my Discord. Oh, maybe she is she? No. But let me grab her Ko-Fi. And I'm gonna link it in chat for all those who want to see her her art. There we go. So for anyone who wants to check her out on Ko-Fi, she is Peachy Unicorn. That is the letter P, then Peachy Unicorn, all one word. You can see her her art there, and she's done a wide range of D&D art, GTA 5 characters. She did sub badges for B and Rainbow B. She's done a bunch of really good shit, so give her some love. Yeah, cool. But yeah, we do. I've been pinged. Why have I been pinged? We are players. Okay, I see. All right, cool. Yeah, she's awesome. So go give her lots of love. But yeah, so I'm gonna use that here and there. Whenever we do tarot. Yeah. And I do have that other deck, but I think I'm gonna just use this deck for Owlbear Roost, and then I can use that other deck when we I'm gonna be doing a Candela Obscura one shot. So if anyone wants to join for that, I will invite people. So you guys will have first pick going now. All right. I should have taken note. I was so excited to show those off. 1 second, let me go back to my session notes to make sure I wrote down what those were.
It was the crown, it was the widow flipped, and it was a coin flipped.
Thank you.
I pay attention.
Yeah, I just have to make sure I write that down in case I need to pull anything for the future. Groff, you're set. At the bar. Althea, you're kind of nursing your tail a little bit, pouring a little bit of alcohol on it to clean it out before wrapping it. But Groff, you're sat at the bar and you've got yourself some breakfast for the morning. Because I imagine you're going to be hungry, since none of that food was real.
Naturally.
You're shoving sausages in your mouth. Wow, that... Okay. Alright.
I don't call him the glizzy gobbler for nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Alright. And you notice as seems to be an older gentleman. He's almost graying in certain places around his ears and around his snout. He's rat-like, this individual. You haven't seen a lot of people like that, but he's a larger guy. He sits down. Kind of gestures to the bartender for a bit of food and a bit of drunk. Okay, why is it making sounds still? Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Lord, but now I gotta figure out why it's... Do people hear that? They must have heard that on stream. Oh, gods, what have I done? I've done something wrong. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix this later, but that shouldn't be making... Why didn't it do... What did it... Huh?
Did you just hide it? Did you just hide it and not remove it?
No, it's
Because if
that's
you hide
there.
it sometimes...
Is it playing because it's on another one? Is that what's happening?
Most likely, yeah. If it's on another
Scene?
scene, it will play sometimes.
Okay. All right. What I'm gonna have to do then is move all my OBR stuff to. I'll put that in my notes. But thank you, Lord. No, you can. I have muted it for stream. But you can. Thank you. I'm just gonna make up a profile specifically for OBR, because I don't want it to interrupt stream. I have it. If I click. Oh god, thank you. You guys are all getting subs in my chat now, by the way. You all have emojis. I'm gonna have to put some backing on the so you can read it better, but it does say who is subscribing and whatnot, but that you guys don't care about that. Thank you again, Lord. I'll do the rest of the thank yous at the end of stream. But Falky, this guy comes up to you and he's eating, he gets his food and he doesn't even look at you, but he just says, you too, eh? I saw the back of your neck.
Oh, is that so?
On the back of his neck, you see a very similar brand.
That's something I could drink to.
It's morning, but gosh, yeah. And he picks up his stein and holds it up to you. I'll buy you a drink. tosses a coin to the bartender to get you a drink. Were you here in Belosia as well? Or elsewhere?
Elsewhere, not really from this area.
Enough. Do you remember how old you were?
How old I was? I don't even know how old I am.
See, he starts eating a little bit of bread. Well,
I just got information that apparently our former employers might be in the area. Wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? Because I'd like to reintroduce myself.
I'd like to introduce them to my blade. I haven't heard anything here. I think if any of the slavers got out, they would be down to the south. Or they're in their high castle up in the upper city. I always had this theory that even though we were down in the lower city, those who were truly profiting off of us were in the upper city. I can't be for sure, but I vaguely remember occasionally when I would be whisked away to some fancy bar some fancy ball to serve and give drinks. We would always stop. And there would be a bridge. They covered my head and ears. I couldn't tell you where we went exactly, but you could feel it. You could feel the carriage and how it reacted. I always felt like we were going to the upper city. It had to be. The balls were so garish, high class, pompous assholes.
Sounds like you were in the high life compared to me.
It wasn't all that good.
How many times did you have to kill somebody else just so you could have an extra bit of food for the day?
Quite a lot. Because at the end of the day, we'd be taken back to that dingy hole in the ground. Oftentimes, we'd be accused of stealing food from the party guests. What do you need to eat? You already stole enough of your food. You should all be punished for it.
None of us would eat for the week.
You make a mistake, we all take the punishment. Bastards.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of the staff who handled us, some of which were slaves themselves, but yeah, did you ever have any of the slaves who were just elevated just a little bit because they fucking kissed the boot? thinking that they were actually free and in charge, but we all knew that they were still in chains.
Those are typically the first ones that died.
I bet they're all dead. Whoever was working for whatever sick creature ruled our little hovel.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you where it was, but I could tell you it was a whorehouse. Muffled screams of the workers upstairs. Pretty clear what was happening.
Yes, it was. But, where I'm from, it was more so you were lucky if you got to be in a building. Always out in the sand everywhere.
Sand? From the south?
I don't think I'm from the south.
Hmm.
But I don't really know where anything really is. But it's just the heat every single day, always out being in the sun. That was the problem.
Is that where you got those? Kind of nods at your chains.
Oh, that's a little bit of a different story, but you piss off the wrong person because you decided to have a problem with their favorite slave. So they take you to the forge and make sure they put on manacles while they're still hot. Why do you think there is no keyhole? There is no way to unclamp them.
Afia, you're sat next to Groff hearing all of this. Man speaks up again. I'm
You
sorry,
didn't even
brother.
see all the blistering and how it's all scarred. And he kind of like shifts the manacles a little bit along his wrist so you can see briefly underneath them. And it's just all scarred from like 3rd-degree burns.
Sorry to hear that, brother. You know, I sleep pretty well at night now, and most of my former employers have dog food now. But
That's too good for them.
we ever go back? Bastards from the upper city somehow survived. Oh. Felix, by the way. Outstretches a hand. Did you hear me, Falky? I don't know if you heard me.
I did. I'm thinking of what to say.
Okay.
It's just odd thinking back on how things are and how no matter how far away you go, it still feels like you're still there. And nothing's really changed.
Nothing ever will.
Trying to find the thing.
What? Are you
Rah.
coming? Shannon?
Shannon?
Sorry, I was
Did you
trying to.
accidentally unmute?
Wait, did I?
Yes.
Hi.
Yes, you did.
Hi.
What did I say?
Trying to
Something
find a
about finding
thing. Trying to find a thing.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. I didn't actually press a button.
It's okay.
So I'm very
You're
confused.
fine.
Okay, never mind. I'm having some like technical difficulties right now, so I was like freaking out. It doesn't matter. Just
You're fine,
ignore
lovely.
me.
Felix kind of looks at you, Groff, and you let me know if you ever find any of those bastards. You have a brother in arms with you.
I'll let you get your licks in if they survive that long. Well, we had a choice or not. Still branded brothers.
Takes a long drink. You know, when the city fell, they tried to kill us all. Something about protecting their property. We can't have you fall into the wrong hands. Bullshit like that. Shame about that, God's head. Manacles can really do a good job if you wrap them around their neck. Only a few of us made it out. Went for him when the gate opened.
Doesn't matter what they did. Sure they had it coming.
I wish I could tell you where it was. Most of the time we were blinded when we left the underground hole. Didn't want us to know when we were going. So when we saw the sunlight, my eyes aren't that good anymore. But we ran. Ran and we ran and we ran. I left the city, but I was attacked. Well, if you survive the fight that's coming to this town, I live down the road. You need anything, alright?
I'll be sure to stop by.
Takes a bit of bread, leaves a bit of food on the table. Or, well, no, he wouldn't. It would be a clean plate.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, my brain.
That would raise an eyebrow if he left
No,
food on the plate.
It'd be empty.
Like that's one of the most common things.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
always a clean plate
Yeah, my brain.
because you
my
never
brain
know when the
slipped.
next meal is gonna be.
Yeah, my brain slipped there. He finishes his food, downs his drink, sits up, gently pats you on the back. Have a good one, brother.
You
Walks
as
out
well.
the door. It's eerily quiet. There's people moving around you, but Althea's just kind of sat there, nursing her tail quietly. We swap back over to Emelina and Shannon. One of the druids comes back, the one who had left earlier. It's kind of got a paste, leaves, something shiny in it. And he hands it to Isaro. The cards are still on the table, but he looks at you, Zara. Would you mind giving me your arm?
Zara looks like she kind of forgot about it for a second, but then nods and holds her arm out.
He takes the paste and rubs it. And you've had this done before. It's very similar, but almost like a different concoction almost. It feels less ramshackled almost is probably a good word for it. It feels very clinical almost. He rubs it on the wound. And then he wipes his hand. Just not even touching it, just straight over it. He says a few words. You start to feel it glow. He then takes some leaves from the other druid, wraps it around. The leaves are moist almost, as if they've been sort of imbued with some sort of ointment. Wraps the wound. Just leave that on, and that should be healed in no time.
Thank you.
You can restore your health to full.
I was like, I forgot I lost health, but yeah, I fought Lavetta.
Isaro stands next to Lavetta and... Dear, do you mind if I clean that wound that you have?
She's kind of out of it, but she's also like, wait, I have a wound, and it's like, oh crap, yeah, pain is a thing. And then she just kind of steps closer. I've already caused enough. I've already caused enough trouble.
Please.
Stop it.
Should I just do it myself? I guess.
No. Let me. He kind of gestures, but he's not going to force it on you. He's just.
Mm-hmm. She lets him, but it's. Yeah, she's feeling hella guilty right now. So.
He gently lifts. It's just like in your abdomen, so he just kind of gently lifts the basic bitch shirt that he's given you to wear.
Mm-hmm.
Place one of the leaves over and kind of sticks to you there, and you feel revitalized, and you can mark your thingy up, your health.
Mm-hmm.
There's some food if any of you are hungry. Not too far down, just up the hill a little bit. Please help yourself. Most of the druids will be eating. You are more than welcome. I have some things I have to do before the Silver Sword shows up. But, Levetta, we ought to figure out whatever is happening here, at some point.
Yeah, I would probably. Yeah, I could probably benefit from that, considering I don't want to be a pain. And then she just looks back at what was the bite mark on Zara's arm.
Not your fault.
You're still cursed, by the way.
What?
She's still cursed.
Me or her?
Levetta, I'm confused.
Just imagine how I feel.
No kidding. Later. We can talk about this tonight. Though a full moon might actually be better. Less than 2 nights from now. No worries. You all have an excellent day, and please, anything you need here, it is yours. Right. The 4 of you have today. Cersei comes down and sits at the table with Groth and Alfea. Gets her food. Is there anything you guys would like to do during this day? You have the morning. Anything you want to do in the morning?
You know, Levetta's gonna. She's just gonna, if possible, go around asking. I mean, if she could, she'd go back and speak to the Lycans at the bar, but not too sure how accessible that would be at this point.
Well, the original bar inn that you guys were staying at is no longer in use. It has been shut down because everyone's been kind of forced to bunk up together.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You can welcome to try to talk to some of them, but a lot of them are working hard. I imagine that Paz and Falky, your characters, will continue doing the 4-day stuff that we had mentioned.
That's actually a good point, because everyone's like preparing for battle.
Yeah. So I imagine Paz, you would continue. Though that brings up a question. Do you use your horse today?
Oh yeah, I am, and I'm gonna try and see if I can get out of them what they were trying to say.
Before he's starting to help. No, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll say before Gruff had a nice chew out of my tail.
So a little time passes, and you call your horse to start dragging some supplies. I've got fucking hate hangovers.
You shouldn't drink it all at once, should you?
At your service.
Hi.
How can I help? Oh, gotta pull more shit.
Yeah. But I also want to continue that conversation we had earlier. If you
which stuff did you need me to pull?
Alia's gonna point, but she's gonna follow really closely and glare at the whole
Give me an insight check.
Until... God damn it! My insight check. Okay, where is my sheet? I've lost my sheet. There's my sheet. Insight. What the fuck are these rolls?
If a horse could be uneasy, the horse is uneasy. His demeanor has changed since last night. But before you're able to continue pushing, all of you spread out across the city, the town. You start to smell smoke. And one by one, the braziers are lit. What do you all do? As a reminder, the braziers were that there has been a sighting. Not that there's imminent battle. In the city center, the battle starts to roam. Zara, Lovetto. A druid comes up to you. They've been spotted. Best to get to your position.
Alright, so we'll get to the... She said was like center and, you know...
What if...
Gets her eye out for the first time.
What if what happens again?
Figure it out. Another lost cause.
Althea, Graf. The beacons have been lit. Gondor the city calls for aid.
Condor calls. Althea's gonna try and get up on the horse.
Alright. Pretty easy enough. Zara and Levita will also say that you were able to collect your stuff at some point. So you guys have your items, or perhaps a druid brought it, just for the sake of what is coming. Okay.
I think Zara said that she would be in center and get her eye out to get the people spotting them some more time. So eyes out. Yep.
What is Graf, Althea, and Cersei doing? Are you guys going to the location that you were assigned?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Althea's gonna go to the location that she's assigned, but also make sure that everyone is okay at the same time.
You start gesturing, getting
going.
villagers towards the center of town, which most people already are. Okay. I gotta remember exactly how your Arcane Eye works. I think it's literally just the Arcane Eye spell, right?
Yes. Let me double check though, but normally yes. One charge and it regains one expended charge each full moon. You can use an action to cast the Arcane Eye spell. The spell's effect remains while full concentration is held.
Oh, excuse me. I mean, indigestion. Sorry. Okay. You focus your energy into the eye, and you watch as it kind of crawls out of your hand onto the ground before floating, lifting up, and slowly turns invisible. You weirdly can start seeing out of this eye as it turns invisible. Your perception's almost like a bifocal right now because it's in front of you.
Zara would have asked, like, which direction they've been spotted.
It sounded like the northwest, but there was possibly another sighting elsewhere. It's unsure right now, which is happening.
She'll just go for the northwest direction.
Okay.
And eye in that direction.
Can you roll me 3d20s, please?
That's not how that works.
You just roll 3. Yeah, you gotta
Yes.
make no space. Sorry, I'm doing 3 things at once right now. Okay. Start making your way, and at first you see you're in sort of the outskirts of the village, and various people are slowly making their way to the center of town. Nothing out of the ordinary. You're continuing. You make it to the northwest watchtower. Or, well, actually, there's no northwest watchtower. Sorry, the northwest scout spot, where there would have been, like, scouts and such. And weirdly, you don't see them. Like, their camp seems to be abandoned, where they would have been staying to kind of cover that area. But you can't discern too much.
Yeah, I'm guessing I can't see anything like around that indicates anything.
Give me a perception check. Okay. No, it's strange. It looks like the camp's been left, and it's possible the scouts are out in the field. But you don't see anything. You spend a few more minutes continuing, scouring, looking for any signs of anyone. And then you hear the horn. The horn starts to blow, signaling an immediate attack. That's strange. The scouts should have spotted them far sooner. You should have had a day's notice, 2 days' notice. Why are they... People start running around you, headed inwards. People in houses trying to grab their things. Tension is in the air. And you make it to the final location that you're looking at. Two bodies lay concealed. Shot in the back of the head by a bow. The puncture wound very clear. With the bodies, can you give me a medicine check?
You?
These people have been dead for a few days.
Are they
The
dressed like the
bodies.
scouts? Or are they just...
Yeah, they don't seem to have like the full armor, but the equipment they have on them seems to be scouting equipment.
Well, how long it's been since the captain or whoever I was relaying information to has seen or heard from the scouts.
Who are you asking right now?
I'm presuming that there's someone, like, with me, because I was gonna relay the information that I saw.
Mhm. Doesn't seem to be anyone with you right now other than Lavetta.
I'm telling Lafetta. I'm like, I see some people that look like the scouts, but they've been dead a while. A couple of days. They're closer than we think.
You look around and you see two familiar faces. They're coming from the other side, or from away. Sorry, from the town towards you. So you're kind of like a little bit outside of the town right now. What's the range on the arcane eye? Is it a? There's no limit. There's no limit.
No, there's just 30 feet movement.
Yeah, so you're pretty decently into the woods at this point, as you're just scouring, looking. And you see two familiar faces coming from the same direction the eye would have been coming from, roughly. So they're coming from the town, right? Not necessarily exactly where you came from, but from the town. And you see Chloe and Jade, who, as you recall, are assigned to this area. But they don't seem to see the bodies, as you know, they're kind of probably 20-40 meters away. Actually, what's the vision on the arcane eye?
30 feet, normal and dark vision. Can look in any direction.
Okay. We'll say they're about 30 feet then. I forgot the vision. But you only see the two of them. And as they are blade, staff ready, rushing, getting prepared, what do you do?
Me?
Yeah, what are you doing? What is the eye doing?
It's always invisible, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I want to check the entire area around them, like a 360 view, if I see anyone hiding, ready to pounce, basically.
Can you give me a perception roll? You start to look. Do you move at all? Or are you just spinning?
First spin, if I don't see anything, move a little further out and spin again.
Keep moving, moving, looking. Your time's running out.
If I don't see anything, then I start moving back and checking the surroundings of the town. If anything's already closer than we think it is.
You don't make it there. The eye blinks out. Just as you do, you see a flash of movement in the woods behind where Jade and Chloe are. Someone has gotten behind them.
They're already further than we thought they were. I tell Avetta. Behind Jade and Chloe. They're closer than we think. They'd already killed 2 days ago.
I don't even know what it is.
I just saw something move. And I saw the 2 people shot in the head. By some bow or something. Days ago. Her bodies very clearly 2 days ago. It's not just one big attack.
Another horn sounds. The first was from the southwest, but now it's coming from the northeast. You
I
quickly
don't think we can be
see-
too split up.
I don't think it would be good either. But at the same time, it seems like that's what they're trying to do. We don't know how many of them are around here. They've unfortunately got the element of surprise at this point. I'll back you up, whatever you want to do.
Groff, Althea, what are you doing?
Horn blowing means battle. That means I'm going towards the horn.
Good. All right. Althea, do you fall?
Althea's going to where she was meant to go.
You're not going to follow the horn? So you're splitting
She's
up from
gonna
Groff.
try and she's gonna follow Groff, but she's gonna try and be strategical about this and get a better vantage point
Okay.
so she could see. Well, she's on the back of the horse, so.
Mhm. Do you have Valander? Or you have not had chance to bring back Valander yet, have you?
Nope. I wanted to, but there wasn't time in between everything happening, so.
Okay. Lavetta and Zara, where are you headed?
Zara would try to sneak around, get on higher ground, get on top of a building or something if she's able. Blend in. Try to spot anyone sneaking up and striking quick and then disappearing again.
Probably too slippery to get on top of a building. But you find your way and you're kind of near the center of town. Quickly Groff, Cersei, and Althea arrive nearby. Various soldiers and Lupic blades. You notice them sort of retreating inwards. And you guys are currently on the road up towards the townhouse. People are rushing to get to the tavern, the safe hiding space. When slowly, methodically, and almost boastfully, you watch the familiar face of the leader of the Silver Sword walking, strutting up the street towards you. 3 individuals stand by him. He has a sword in hand and it's glowing with blood red fire. Ah. Now isn't that the face I just wanted to see?
I would say it hasn't been long enough for you to look older, but God, you look miserable.
Starts to close in. Groff, Althea, Cersei, you guys are too far up the road to kind of actually do anything. Probably 60 feet, maybe not that far, but 60, 50 feet south of you. You know, Zara, I am a big fan of duels. Shall we? I mean, I have you to thank for guiding us, yeah?
If you're a fan of duels, are you a fan of ladies first?
I may be old, but I'm not old-fashioned. And you see, as he points the blade out, he's about 5-10 feet away from you now. And a circle of blood starts to seep up from the ground, all around the two of you. Lavetta, you're about 15 feet away from that circle itself.
Mm-hmm.
And now I wouldn't want your friends to be all lonely. You see as he takes the blade once more, drags it across sort of the inside of his elbow, points the blade out, blood shooting towards Cersei, Groff, and Elfia. And you watch as these two ginormous sort of humanoid. I mean, it's got like a head and arms. If you've ever seen an elemental before, think about that, but this one is just pure blood. As it rises up out of the ground, the snow staining all around it. Massive, massive creature. Now looking directly at you three. The three people who was with him rush past and start to go for the three of you. Zara, in front of you is the Elder. And I'm gonna be a little shit and show you guys the battle map. And then maybe wait till next week.
I knew you were gonna do
Wow.
Wow.
What a plot twist, though.
Well, somehow they got in. I've been rolling the whole time to see when they would show up. And it's really unfortunate. It was right when the ship.
Jesus.
Oh no.
How many are in front of us?
Dude.
So
I love how Lavetta's like, I'm gonna stay behind everyone, and now she's like by herself. She's
Two fuckers in front of you.
I could say
Lavetta
so many
this is
things, but I'm
fine
not going
meme.
to. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah.
So,
Why they kind of?
you guys can all see, right?
Yeah.
Groff, you can see?
Yeah.
Okay. So these two are the giant blood constructs, right? They're hulking over the between Zara and the Elder. Why can't I grab him? What layers? Is he on the map layer on accident? Where the fuck is this guy? Oh, I know I can't grab him. I know.
He's invisible.
Now I can. Okay, we're good. And then these three are the various guards who came with him. And then here are the constructs. So basically the way this has been laid out is Groff, Elfia, Cersei. I gotta make it so Cersei, you guys can see Cersei's health. There you go. There you go. If you guys want to help Zara and Lavetta, you're gonna have to go through these giant blood elementals. Or blood constructs, technically. But we will leave that there. There are many a mystery across this map that you cannot see. This is a lovely map made by Dr. Mapso on Patreon. If you do exclamation point OBR map, I think it is. OBR maps. You can get a link to the Patreon, but yeah. So that's where I'm going to leave it tonight. Thank you to Lord for the 3 gifted subs to our 3 players. Thank you to everyone who's contributed to the subathon. We're at 214, which I gotta see where that means we are. Do we hit? If we're one off, if I have one at 215, I'll give it. I don't know if I do. Yeah, I'm gonna give the 215. So we'll say the final total is 215 because I think it did go down by 1 at one point. Thank you so freaking much for everyone who could participate in the subathon. I know it was kind of a little bit longer than we anticipated, but holy shit, absolutely incredible.
Can I just say, like, your descriptions and just like
Oh yeah.
how you've conducted this has been amazing.
Oh, thank you. It's hard because I wanted to go back and forth, but yeah.
Also,
I think you did great.
I'm sorry, but all I can think of is if lobsters were lycanthropes.
Oh
These
my god.
big tooths.
Lobster
That's all I can think of now.
Have you considered the lobster? That's a fucking reference. Okay, you know what? Ignore me.
That's
I'm
something.
I'm gonna end here. Thank you so much to everyone who contributed to the subathon. Holy fucking shit. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I will see everyone on Tuesday. I'm going to send you guys on a raid to Shannon Channon for her subathon. So go give her some freaking love. She's amazing. God, my brain is trying to remember everything. I think that everything. Next episode of Owlbear's Roost will be next Saturday. And in the meantime, we are going to do a Candela Obscura playthrough. I'm going to offer it to the players of Owlbear's Roost first. And if they don't want to, I will try to get some other people involved.
Appreciate you.
Lots of love, everyone. And I will see you on Tuesday. All right, there you go, Shannon. I gotta go to a massage.